Good morning, everybody. Pyrex is here, or if you prefer, my given name is Anthony, whichever. I answered almost anything. Today we're going to go up on Chestnut Ridge. We're going to go do a little more exploring. I'm mainly going to be going up on the Whitehead Trail, do another section of that, but before that, on this video, we're going to stop by the Wharton iron furnace. It's a little out of the way, but it should be interesting to go visit. So we'll have a nice short little video. I haven't been able to get out much because over here you can see I've had some big limbs come down, and in the back over there I've had 2 more trees come down. I've been busy chopping all that up. Plus I've been putting in my garden, prepping everything here. As you can see, it's all starting to grow up, and I've been eating a lot of these greens from last year that resprouted, plus my permanent potato patch, and I already got some pretty little potato flowers here, so hopefully those will turn out into fruits and I'll be able to get the seeds and see if I produce some interesting new strain. So all right, folks, so I've got with me my, as you can see, I'm going light today. I've got my water bottle, got my E-Trex, my little GPS handheld, and my PowerShot camera. So that's pretty much all we're going to take with us today. And before I actually start with the video, the little roadside attraction of the Wharton iron furnace, I'm going to pop up on the screen here a map of the area, just so y'all can see and you can visit for yourself, you know, some of the places up there. All right. Alrighty, people, here's the map to show you what we're going to be doing. This is a section of the Laurel Highlands here. It's about 12 miles by 25 miles, and this is the area that I typically do a lot of my exploring and adventuring in. Now here's my home base in Fairchance. Here's Highway 43, goes up and down. 21, there's 40, and we're going to be going from Fairchance. We're going to be going up here along the mountain road to Hopwood, up over this is Chestnut Ridge, and we're going to be taking not Skyline Boulevard, which is where I just made my last videos at the Whitehead Trail, but we're going to go here to the second road to the right, which is Wharton Furnace Road. And we're going to be going over here and checking out Wharton Iron Furnace on the way up to one of my regular usual hikes. And this is our roadside attraction today. Now, as you can see on this map, there are all kinds of places you're probably familiar with, like Quebec Run Wild area, which I have videos of. There's the Great Cross of Christ up here that you can see from pretty much anywhere in Uniontown. There's Kentuck Knob, Ohio Powell State Park, Falling Waters, State Game Lands 51, 138, and 111. And then you got the Youghiogheny Reservoir over here with Confluence, and, you know, Old Route 40, which has all that interesting stuff. But there's a lot of other things here that you can't even see, like the Bear Run Nature Preserve is somewhere up in here. And just a whole bunch of other little places, like our covered bridge over here that I'm going to be exploring. But just wanted to show you the overall view, and that's how you'd get up to this place. Is, like I said, you go up Old Route 40, up past the historic Summit Inn. Don't take not your first right, which is Skyline Boulevard, but the second right, and it'll take you right to it, just off the road. So let's get on to the adventure. Okay, people, after a nice little, 10-15 minute drive up here, here we are at the site, Wharton Iron Furnace. Here is Wharton Furnace Road down there. You take a turn off onto Shepherd's Road here, or Shepherdstown Road, something like that. And this actually goes to Skyline Boulevard, so I'll be going up that way to do my full trail today. There's the iron furnace over there. We'll get a closer look at it, but right here by the nice little creek, I wanted to point out we got some nice I think this is smooth alder, little cones there. We got some nice grapevines with lots of grapes we're gonna have going on here. I think there's something else mixed in there. Maybe it's some kind of ash or something, but interesting. So yeah, let's just take a little walk over here and check out the iron furnace. This is the first time I've been here. What a beautiful little picture that is. Of course, my Jeep. Nice beautiful maple there, and a nice big grand beautiful oak here. Wow, look at that. That's a white oak, I think. Okay, let's get a shot of this and see what the information says. Wharton iron furnace from 1839 to 1873. Andrew Stewart began construction of this charcoal iron furnace in 1837. It was first fired in 1839 and remained in operation until 1873. So, there we go. That's the basic information. Then, it looks like we've got some other little placards here. God, I love that. Love that tree. This maple. Huh. What is that? Is that a Norway maple? Don't see any of the little samaras on there, so I can't... Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I love these oak trees, though. Big, beautiful. Look at this, guys. Industrial Revolution. King coal timber. I don't know if you can all see that. I'll read it later. Y'all can come up here and visit yourself, of course. I showed you the map and everything. It's real easy to get to. It's not hard at all. So, yeah, but it's just a little nice stop. It's a nice little roadside attraction right off the road. You could either park across the creek over there, you know, but I already read some of the reviews online, and I knew that this little offshoot was just right off of the Shepherdstown Road. So let's go down here and look at the creek real quick, just because I like to take it all in and explore. Oh yeah, looks like it used to be a little bridge here or something. Beautiful little creek. I wonder if they stock it with trout somewhere along its length. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it's just a little area. I don't think there's any trails or anything in here. But, yeah, let's look at the iron furnace itself. Oh, look at that. Up there at the top, we got us a nice big mullein plant. Cowboy toilet paper growing. Wharton furnace, a blast from the past. Forging iron. Huh. Interesting. Wow. Boy, the work it took to move all these big stones, especially like that big one right there. I mean, how did they move all these stuff back in those days? They didn't have the modern equipment we have now. Took a lot of work, let me tell you, a lot of effort. Used to be a big old tree here. Its roots go down there. And let's go to the entrance here. Oh, let's look up here real quick. Wow, this thing's huge. It's like a little Mesoamerican pyramid or something. These are cool. I mean, this is like the third one I've been to. I didn't even know this one was up here until not too long ago. Well, look at that. Let's send you all in there, because I'm not crawling in there, but we'll go ahead and do this. Extend the selfie bar. Can you all see? Oh, I can hear my echoing voice. It's tilted a little bit. See, we got some water dripping up here. All right. There we go. Let's get this back to the right length. And, yeah, so that's kind of interesting. I mean, I guess I could put my head in here. Yeah, it's got a nice little opening in there. I wonder what it was like when it was running. I mean, guys, the heat coming off the thing, this thing must have been incredible. Well, that was fun. Of course, these old bones, they don't want to do all that kind of stuff much anymore. And let's go ahead and, you don't want to look at my ugly mug. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. One of the last ingots made in this furnace, donated to the Fort Necessity Lions Club by the John Myers family. So this is what the iron slugs looked like, I guess. Oh, wow, that's awfully thin. Look at that. Huh. That's what they call an ingot. Of course, you know, you see my hand. Smashed my finger in the door. Yeah, so that's interesting too. Old and rusty, and yeah, quite a lovely, nice little place here. Let's go around. Of course, we got to see it from all angles. Look at that, it's bulging out on this side. Maybe it was starting to collapse or something. Another exit, another hole there. Oop, go up this little steep hill. Nice little birch tree growing here. Yellow birch. Okay, wow, so you can actually get halfway up to the height. Of course, I'm not going to climb this darn thing. Oh, look at that. Nice little view. Ooh. There's that mullein plant growing out of the side. Look at that. I love all these big oak trees around it. And these little, look like yellow birches. Yeah, I think these are yellow birches. Look at that. So, folks, can you try to picture it? Can you imagine what it must have been like? Oh gosh, who knows, maybe, I guess it would be like 200, what was it, 1870 was when it closed, 1870 something, so like 150 years or so. Can you imagine what that must have been like? All right, so I guess that's where we're going to close it. I just wanted, like I said, just a nice little short stop, little roadside attraction video. We try to keep these around 10 to 15 minutes at the most. So hope you enjoyed it. And if you get the chance, come on, stop by if you're driving by. It's not too far away from, it's only like 2 or 3 miles down the road from the National Pike, Route 40. So definitely a nice little place to stop and just check it out. So, all right, guys, have a great day. God bless. I'm gonna head off to my trail on the my hike on the Whitetail Trail. So take care. Bye bye.